Have you ever fallen asleep during taraweeh? Usually before the month's coming to Ramadan, like I stop eating breakfast. Just
Okay.
like it happens. It's
That's
not an
why you're
act
so
I do.
skinny. Okay, sorry.
It's
All right, guys, welcome to the Muslim Principal Podcast. Another episode here with
that was CEO.
Ismail.
and the Muslim Principal. What's cooking, guys? Besides the corner, Muslim Habibs. It's just Habib's corner.
Everything's
They are
good.
Muslim, but
Everything's good. Alhamdulillah. Life's good. I had a DECA competition today, which is a business event with school.
You went on a deck?
No, it's a DECA. It's a business event. It's a
Oh,
business competition.
business. Sorry,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, business one.
With-
Yeah.
with
Did
the
you make it
school.
to the regionals?
I got first place in my regionals.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, and then so Ontario.
That's why he's a CEO, bro.
Alhamdulillah. Ontario level, we did our exams today, and I think I did pretty good. I had some help.
Mashallah,
with,
mashallah.
Yeah.
You're in the already
In the business world.
world. Yeah.
Every
yeah.
week have a case competition, so
Yeah.
they give us like a real world business case. We have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
analyze it,
Yeah.
come up with solutions, present it to industry professionals.
Yeah. This guy's been busy, man. Shulik, they make you work until you get kicked.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been
yeah.
busy. It's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
pain to start a podcast with this guy. Can't
Alhamdulillah.
schedule times.
Some
Alhamdulillah.
people are
So,
very busy.
what's going on, guys?
That's good.
What's firing? What's the questions? What's going on? I'm ready, always.
All right, you know what? Let's start off with a quick, fast answer. I'm gonna ask you a question. You answer quick, couple words.
Oh, may Allah make it easy.
Start
Bismillah.
off easy. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Pineapple on pizza or no?
Pineapple, definitely on pizza.
Suhoor
With
or iftar?
tomatoes.
Let the record show that no pineapples on pizza.
And green onions. All sweet. Allahu Akbar. Sweet pizza. It's beautiful.
Astaghfirullah. May Allah protect us.
It's not astaghfirullah, it's alhamdulillah. What else?
Suhoor or iftar?
Well, iftar, but I eat more at suhoor. Yeah.
That-
What's your favorite Ramadan memory?
Favorite Ramadan memory. Every Ramadan is a favorite memory.
MashaAllah.
Okay, but there has to be one
That's
that's
bars. That was
A
bars,
specific
as they call
moment
it.
from your life in Ramadan.
The birth of my first son was on the 27th night of Ramadan.
MashaAllah.
That's right.
Is
that's
it-
right.
27th night, the night of Qiyamah?
Night of
No,
Qiyamah? Yo, you went straight to Qiyamah? Wow.
No. Laylatul Qadr.
Qadr, yes,
Qadr,
yes.
Qadr.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, there are narrations that it's the
This is
27th.
a Ramadan moment.
Laylatul Qiyamah is on the 27th, but it's not. It's debated. The most authentic is that it's the odd nights.
The odd nights.
It's the odd nights, correct. So if you want to be smart, you don't just go to the masjid on 27th night. You go on the odd nights. If you want to be really smart, you go every night. You want to catch it, you get every night of the year.
Sheikh,
What does that mean?
I mean, you just got to get yourself into the habit.
No,
you know,
you get every night of the year.
if you
Alright.
get every night of the year, then your masjid is all good for you. You're there every night of the year, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, khalas, going to.
That's the reward.
Well, no, the reward is you get 80 alf shahr, 1,000 years. It's better than 1,000 months. Sorry.
That was in
Okay?
word
Yeah,
of
it's
worship.
84 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Sheikh, what do you say about the people who disappear from the masjids all year and only come during Ramadan for taraweeh, or especially just like even on like the 27th night, because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
believe
yeah.
it's.
Look, you
Say
can
the
always
fun.
look down upon them that they're Ramadan worshippers or whatever, but I say it, alhamdulillah, we got to encourage them. Inshallah, you don't know how many of those people who just come for Ramadan, maybe one time it ignites and then they stay in the masjid after Ramadan, or at least they start practicing. So never look down, look at the cup half full as opposed to half empty. Look at them as, Muslim in Ramadan and beyond, not just in Ramadan, inshallah.
Bars.
Yeah, bars.
Guys, so that's what today's podcast is about. All about Ramadan.
Yeah, Ramadan is around the corner, like Habib's around the corner. So we're going to talk about Ramadan.
Before I get into some of the more serious questions and the more actionable,
Bro, I don't know where I get this stuff from anyways. Yalla,
the
bismillah.
more actionable steps on what to do during Ramadan.
Yeah.
I have a question. Me and Ismail thought of on the way here.
Oh yeah?
Have you ever fallen asleep during taraweeh?
Not as leading Taraweeh, but behind,
that would be very bad.
behind, sometimes, you doze up a little bit, Yeah.
So-
but I don't sleep, but like,
Like
you're not sure if you're
In
asleep
and out
or
of
not.
reality.
Exactly.
Does that
Especially Qiyam.
Yeah.
Qiyam and Layl is
4
sometimes
a.m.
long. Yeah, and then the long, tashahuds. Yeah.
crazy?
You gotta make sure when you're leading you don't fall asleep, then everybody's gonna sleep with you. You know what I'm saying? And that becomes a sunnah. Actually, they're supposed to wake you up. But anyways, yeah.
If you do fall asleep, does it invalidate the prayer in any way?
No, because you are not in a position that you lose consciousness of your self. You lose wudu if you fall asleep in a reclining position.
So if you stand sleeping,
You're good.
So I could like keep my wudu forever.
Yeah. But
Those
good
wudu-
luck sleeping. That's
wudu
not
warriors.
called sleeping, bro. That's called like beeping.
Wait, so
whatever it is,
if I fall asleep during salah, my wudu is not isn't invalidated.
No, because you're not like lying down on anybody. Yeah?
So sitting like this and if I fall asleep, does that invalidate?
As long as if you're lying down, it invalidates. But if you're like holding yourself, it doesn't.
That makes sense.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, how you go to school? You go to school. What is the biggest challenge that you face going to school while you're fasting?
For my biggest challenge, alhamdulillah, I go to a good school, which half our population is Muslim, even though it's a public school.
Okay.
So the biggest challenge I face personally is like the hunger aspect of the fast.
So you can like, does it mess
Is
up
it-
your ability to study, your tests in Ramadan? You mess
Usually-
it up. What happens?
Usually before the months coming to Ramadan, like I stop eating breakfast. Just
Okay.
out of like it happens. It's
That's
not an
why you're
act
so
I do.
skinny. Okay, sorry.
It's, I'm trying. I got myself on a 20-year program.
Yeah, mashallah.
Oh, that's
That's you gotta eat breakfast, brother. You gotta eat breakfast if you want to gain weight. I stopped eating breakfast, so I'm losing weight. Alhamdulillah.
I'll
Yeah.
take it. I'll let my coach know.
Yes, inshallah. All right.
Yeah, but
So,
it doesn't really affect me in that
So
way.
that's a really good. By the way, it's a really good tip to try to practice before Ramadan. Like get into the mode ahead of time, so you don't suffer. Especially coffee drinkers, those who are addicted to coffee, like me. Ideally, you get off of coffee at least a week before Ramadan, right? Because for me, that's one of the toughest things. When Ramadan hits, no coffee in the morning, it becomes difficult. But I've been off of coffee for a while. You know that.
You're drinking, what's it called?
Yuna mate, brother.
It's some
Yuna
foreign.
mate. I take it, and alhamdulillah, I'm all mate'd out.
Explain what it is, because a lot
It's
of people.
basically a herbal drink from yerba mate. It's actual
Herbal.
Yeah, it's a yerba mate. It's a South American drink, and
South
it
American.
has natural caffeine in it. It's an extract of that leaf. Yo, why are you repeating everything I'm saying, brother? MashaAllah. Right, so yeah, so
pointing
it's natural
towards-
caffeine, and it keeps me feeling satiated that I don't need to eat. So I eat my first meal at 4 p.m.
Yeah, Sheikh's telling us all about it. Even a couple of brothers, he's helped them out, and
Yeah,
it's working, right?
No, it is. And if you need more about that drink, just message me, inshallah, DM, and I'll get you that link, inshallah.
Got that referral
And
link.
you get $30 off. I'm just saying, yani, I'm not trying to make money, but it's halal.
It is, just like Habib's.
Habib's is very halal, bro. Even the water, you know what I'm saying? Like it says halal water. Like nas, it's some serious water, bro. Serious.
What's Habib's for the viewers who don't know?
Habib's is
Alhamdulillah.
the best food you're gonna find in the GTA. With 10
Whoa.
locations.
And he's not talking about
Best.
Grand Theft Auto here, okay? He's talking about Greater Toronto area.
Yes, Greater Toronto area.
Yes.
And the Suhoor special.
Yo, they're up until 5 a.m. and they got you covered for suhoor, man. Special 6 a.m. in Ramadan, 6 a.m. So if you need to get a quick suhoor, you don't need to, just make anda. Is that called anda? Yeah.
Egg is under.
Yeah, they got more than anda, man. They got anda, banda, sanda, everything, inshallah. So check them out. I don't know what those things are, but they got steak, bro, steak for suhoor. They'll let you go all the way until you reach the hur.
I think that's a goal for a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Bar.
Inshallah. Yes. All right.
All right.
That was deep. Yeah.
That was really deep.
So what are your goals for this going to this Ramadan? Is there anything different that you're doing? That you're trying to practice, especially this is the first Ramadan where you have a really big following of Allah Mubarak. What's your goal?
Alhamdulillah. Look, Ramadan. The goal of it, there are a few mentioned in the Quran, right? One of the aspects of Ramadan of fasting is to gain taqwa. Taqwa means getting closer to Allah, being more conscious of Allah, being more practicing of what Allah tells you to do and staying away from what you don't, you're not supposed to do, right?
It's like sin.
So stop sinning, doing what you need to do, stop doing what you know you're not supposed to do. This is an opportunity. Anything personal you have between you and Allah is an opportunity to correct that, right? Second aspect of Ramadan, وَلِتُكَبِّرُ اللَّهِ, so that you make Allah the greatest, most significant in your life. Everything else about your life seems significant, yeah? But in reality, if you make Allah the most significant, everything else will come to you easier, right? It's not to pursue other aspects of life, but to make sure you know what's the priority, yeah? And third, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ, so you can become grateful. It's an opportunity to connect to Allah, to be grateful for all the things that you have. As for following, not following, alhamdulillah, I'm not going to be doing anything different than previous Ramadans. Inshallah, we'll put more videos up on my channels. I usually do taraweeh. I do, some reminders after 4 rak'ahs or whatever. I'm going to post that up, inshallah. The cool thing we have is Masjid Al-Izz. That's the cool thing that's happening, alhamdulillah. So I'll be still going to Isna a couple of nights. The other rest of the nights I'll be at Masjid Al-Izz. Alhamdulillah, new masjid in Mississauga, Streetsville. One of our partners is Habib's. They've been amazing partners, by the way, and inshallah, many people in the community have been supporting this project.
And is Masjid Al-Izz your mosque? Or?
I mean, it's not my mosque. Alhamdulillah, there's a big team of brothers and sisters who are behind it. Alhamdulillah, I'm one of the volunteers. Inshallah, I'll be continuing to volunteer there.
Yeah, and from my understanding, the masjid is more than just like a mosque where you go pray.
Right.
It's going to be like a community center.
100%. We want to make this place really specially attractive for the youth to come and feel welcomed. We want to embody holistic Islam. Islam is not just prayer and reading Quran. It is following Allah's guidance from the Quran to become holistic Muslims, where you are the top G or top girl. That's also a G. Anyways, but top in every aspect, yeah? Of being, fit physically, great in your school, great in your health, great into intellectuality, great in your da'wah, great in really embodying what a Muslim is supposed to be. A person who cares and stands up for justice, who wants to remove injustice from the world. That's what primarily Islam came for justice. But you cannot be a person of justice if you're just a mediocre person.
And what sort of programs is Masjid Al-Izz already offering? Say, for me, I want to go.
Yeah. So we're going to be releasing all of this stuff. Yeah, there's going to be seerah classes, there's going to be Quran classes, there's going to be boxing, inshallah. And yes, boxing is halal as long as you don't beat up people. Yeah, if you're wearing proper gear, you're wearing a helmet, you're not going to knock the person out. It's halal. So we're gonna have punching bags. Though you don't have to punch each other all the time. Punch the bags, inshallah. We gotta be strong, right? There's gonna be, inshallah, MMA, halal MMA.
Halal MMA, like
mixed martial arts, mixed. Brother, not Muslim Married Association.
Darn it.
Okay, so mixed martial arts. Okay, we're gonna have it, inshallah. Of course, in a way, right? That is halal. That is gonna make people strong. That's gonna, get them fit. We're gonna have programs for the sisters, for the seniors. Inshallah, all of these things are planned. Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah, sounds exciting.
Yeah, 100%. It's an exciting project for the community. Alhamdulillah, we have a lot of masajid, a lot of programs. Always room to add more to it.
Is it 5 years, 6 years in the making?
You know what? The first time we thought about opening a masjid was almost 7 years ago.
Wow.
Okay, and subhanallah, you go around, as long as you have the intention, you continue to moving towards that goal, you never know where Allah helps you score a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
90 minutes. 90 minutes goal.
Very valuable input.
Right there.
Thank you.
Going back to something you were saying about Ramadan, eliminating all the sins, increasing your good deeds, increasing remembrance of Allah, being more grateful. Personally, like in Ramadan, my iman, my activity increases. Right, you're in an Islamic environment for a bigger portion of the day. But after Ramadan, you have Eid, big celebration. You party 2, 3, 4 days.
Biryanis,
right?
baklava,
Mauritian biryani,
Pakistani biryani,
best biryani ever. Shut up.
Yo, can you give me some Mauritian biryani? You keep talking about it. Come on, just hook it up.
Of course.
Next episode, you're gonna bring the Mauritian biryani. Yo, can you get it for next episode?
Can we do biryani, y'all?
Yo, I'm putting him on the line.
On the podcast, we get 3
Inshallah,
different types of biryani. And
Yeah.
we live taste.
Yeah.
Prove it. Like Mythbusters.
Yeah, you could.
We're gonna still have Habib's and the Mauritius biryani will be the side, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just to
Mythbusters.
thank you, Saif. Just to complete the question.
Yeah.
So after Ramadan,
Yes.
What are some things that I can implement,
Yes.
right, to maintain the level that I was during Ramadan?
Yeah. Look, it's not realistic to exactly keep the same, level of Ramadan, because usually we take time off of school, off of work, we push ourselves extra. So keeping the same level is not realistic. That's the first thing I want to say. What you want to do is make a plan from now, right? What would I like my life to be throughout the year? What is a proper life I should have? How can I use Ramadan to get there? I should be praying 5 times a day. A lot of people aren't praying 5 times a day. I got to get that in order. I want to dress properly Islamically. I want to get that in order. I want to be able to go to masjid for 1 or 2 prayers, right? 1 or 2 prayers a day, a week, whatever it is. Keep the goals specific. Keep them achievable, right?
Yeah.
Keep them realistic. Ramadan, even during the time of the earlier generations, they would take time off in Ramadan, right? And by the way, this is something also cool. Do you guys know that many of the battles of Islam, the greatest battles and victories were in Ramadan?
Yeah.
Name me a battle, and it's probably in Ramadan. Badr was in Ramadan. Uhud, I don't recall if it was in Ramadan, but Badr was in Ramadan. Fath Makkah, opening of Makkah was in Ramadan. Khandaq, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Khandaq was in Ramadan, but Battle of Qadisiyah, where they defeated the Persians, was in Ramadan. The Ain Jalut, where they defeated the Mongols, was in Ramadan. Salahuddin Ayyubi, what was the battle? The famous battle of Salahuddin Ayyubi. Why am I blanking out?
I pride myself on Islamic history, and I'm blanking out.
Yeah. Sometimes you blank out. Yeah.
Me too.
Hattin, Battle of Hattin, Battle of Hattin. Okay, that was in Ramadan. So Ramadan is not just a time to run away. It's a time to come. And when it comes to justice, guys, we gotta always remember, as Muslims, we're the first ones for justice, to stop oppression, stop all the stuff that's happening in the world. I know it's like, Sheikh, how are you going to do it? It's another episode altogether. But we shouldn't ignore the injustices in the world. We shouldn't ignore the oppression in the world. Okay? Keep that on the top of your mind during Ramadan. And the least you can do is, how am I going to make an impact? What can I do? Who are groups and organizations that are doing something? How can I be a part of that?
And Sheikh, you don't mean that even on a Canadian level or even like a Ontarian level, but even in your workplace, you see someone being oppressed, you take action. It's just the simple things that you build a habit to take the right actions.
Yeah, I mean it's all levels, 100%. So definitely what you can within your house, within your own family.
Doesn't have to be like
Yeah, but let's not forget also the big level. Let's not forget the small level. Let's not forget the big level. Holistically, we look at it holistically. Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Going back on the point of building the right expectations, you said, and building the right habits for Ramadan. I've been seeing a lot of people online who may not pray before Ramadan. They start praying during Ramadan. They start building these habits, but then they stop after. Is that a bad thing, or
it's bad that they're stopping after. It's good that they're doing it in Ramadan. But like I said, plan it ahead of time what you want to achieve by the time you're out of Ramadan.
So set realistic goals.
Yeah, and look, Ramadan is an opportunity where shaitan is tied up. Okay? So things become easier, and we know that developing habits requires time. So certain things, Ramadan is there to give you the opportunity to develop those habits. So you don't really have an excuse to not pray 5 times a day after Ramadan. You don't have an excuse not to stop smoking after Ramadan. You don't have an excuse not to stop with your haram relationship with your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, because you stopped in Ramadan. Don't call her after Ramadan, just tell her, Inshallah, when we get married, I'll call you. Yeah, right? Cool? So, inshallah. Okay.
On the topic of shaitan being locked up,
Yeah.
so any sins that we commit during Ramadan is of our own portrayal of self. It's like all the shaitan is not just one. There are a lot of them. There, right?
Yeah, so the big shaitans are locked up in Ramadan. Small shaitans are like,
Big dog.
they're running around. Yeah, okay. And why do we still sin in Ramadan? That's gonna be a crazy reel. Okay, okay.
That's the intro to the reel.
Yes. So the subhanallah, shaitan does so much waswasa, so much whispering in our ears the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That even when he's gone, he's not doing whispering anymore. It's our desires that are whispering to us. Okay, it's our our inclinations. It'll be still less, but when we sin in Ramadan, that's not shaitan. That's purely your
But
nafs.
is it true that everyone has their own shaitan?
That's right. We are created. Allah tested us with having our own qareen, right? A person, a shaitan who whispers to us, right? It's not just one shaitan who's going around the whole world. Each person's got their own
Little mini-me's.
mini-me's, yeah. But we also have an angel who's helping us,
Yeah.
right? So you got one shaitan, you got 4 angels. You got an angel on each side. You got an angel in front and an angel from behind protecting you, right?
And
so you got more
inshallah-
angels than shaitans around you. So don't blame the shaitan.
Inshallah, on speaking of number 4, Ismail's 4 future wives.
Whoa, easy
Only
there,
one.
bro.
The
No
single
one's
wife
gonna
will get
marry
mad.
him, man. He's miskeen. He doesn't have one, man. You can't say it, Yeah, but by the
Inshallah,
way, guys,
inshallah.
please don't joke
2025.
about 4 wives, okay? It's not
Oh,
a joke.
Yeah.
It's serious. Marry one wife and
Be happy. Be
yeah.
content.
see if you can hold on to one wife, because that seems very hard these days.
Yeah.
Some people have a lot of experience with that.
Yeah. Okay, alhamdulillah. By the way, you guys been watching any of the crazy questions that get asked?
No, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any particular ones that we were confused about, or
The GTA one.
yeah? What about it? What was confusing there?
Confusing? No. Funny? Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, people ask these questions. I don't know why they keep asking about different video games and stuff.
Yeah.
But the GTA, what it stands for, yeah.
Not Greater Toronto Area.
Yeah, because some
For-
people were like, yo, Sheikh is saying you can steal if you're above 16 in the Greater Toronto Area. I'm like, yo, you're going to get me in trouble, man. That's totally not what I said. I said in the game, in the virtual game. I made it very clear it was virtual.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta be really careful with your words once you build a following.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure if people cut and paste, sometimes they can get you in trouble. But if you watch the whole thing, it's clearly that I was talking about virtual reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that goes in general for like most games. If it doesn't show anything haram, there's two types to it. There's like
Yeah.
it shows provocative images, but then also
Yeah, because the image itself is haram.
Yeah.
That itself is haram, right? Stealing cars, images of stealing cars is not haram. Images of haram, like rated stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like opposite gender and stuff. People not dressed properly. That's haram. It doesn't need to be like, oh, it's gonna lead to me actually having a relationship. No, that in and of itself is haram because we're supposed to lower our gaze. We're not supposed to look at that.
okay. So
That's another very important distinction.
we could kill. We can't look at the haram. Online.
Whoa, easy.
Online.
Yeah.
Virtually online. We could.
But again,
Be
remember,
very careful, safe.
I said that even the hitting, the killing, the stealing, all of those things, because they're haram.
Yeah.
If playing games entices you to do
Okay.
it, especially kids. Kids are. That's why these games are rated. They're rated R, man. They're rated 18 plus. The non-Muslims are saying it's rated 18 plus, man.
Yeah.
What about us?
Speaking of kids, what are some things that you, as a parent of 3 boys, has implemented in your life to instill like Ramadan values into them growing up from young?
Yeah, to be honest, it's important to have conversations. It's important to watch. Like sometimes, like it's hard to have a conversation. Put on a YouTube video. Put on a nice another speaker. Sometimes the kids tune you out, but let's listen to another lecture, another cool speaker, and then it gets them into that mode, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to just watching Netflix all the time or Amazon halal music or not halal music, Amazon movies or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Those things are tools. There's halal and haram on it. But watch actual some lectures with your kids, and it'll give you opportunity to learn yourself, to be reminded, for the kids to be reminded, and then gives you some of those conversations. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's one way.
And how do you change like the narrative of Ramadan? Because growing up, right?
Yeah.
My view of Ramadan was you fast all day, you break fast,
Yeah.
you go pray in the masjid, and then you come back home.
Right.
Right. So there's no fun. Right. So would you say that you recommend that to incorporate some elements of fun into Ramadan for the kids to build their love for Ramadan?
100%. I mean, it depends what level of kids, what age. Yeah. So for the younger ones, definitely make special, cartoons, special food, special gatherings. I used to have, I still try to do it when I go to i'tikaf, have my kids join me for i'tikaf, right? I'tikaf meaning the last 10 nights where we sleep at the masjid. Yeah. Bring them over. It's like a camp. We're camping in the masjid. Yeah. My oldest son, he used to come all the time for i'tikaf with me. It was his favorite time, right? Coming and joining me for i'tikaf. He used to give a hard time for the other people doing i'tikaf. They used to complain. He used to come down.
We're looking at him right now.
Oh, he's here. Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah.
He's very focused on the podcast.
But
Yeah,
it's small. I have to say, I disagree with, or I have a different experience during Ramadan. When I was younger, we used to go. I used to go with my cousins.
Yeah.
And then like 5-6 years old, we used to, we used to go to the gym.
Right.
But obviously they're praying, but in the back there's empty space where you play with your cousins and you like coloring books,
Yeah.
different activities. But even when you above the age like a maturity of middle school, they have a youth room.
So alhamdulillah, like the masajid, some masajid have the ability, they have the facilities to do that. Alhamdulillah, Isna's amazing with that. Hopefully the new masjid we can also have some programs for the youth and stuff. But it's a community initiative. The whole community has to be part of it. The kids need to love Ramadan, look forward to Ramadan, right? Not just look forward to Eid, which ends, Ramadan, right? Ramadan should be their favorite time of the year.
For the actions.
Not
the
it should be,
destination.
and I know some people say, oh, don't make it all about food and about money and about stuff, but it depends on the age of the kids. If that's what's going to make them love Ramadan, fine, but don't make it only about that. Yeah, teach them about
finding the balance.
Teach them about the value of Ramadan, the reward of Ramadan, the mercy of Allah in Ramadan, the opportunity to get closer to Allah in Ramadan, the multiplication of reward in Ramadan. All of these things make them love that there's so much blessings and mercy and forgiveness and all of that in Ramadan, right? So then you incorporate the fun part.
So essentially, what I've understood is to make kids love Ramadan as they grow up. It's a two-pronged approach. First is you teach them about the Islamic values, right? The rewards of Ramadan, right? Through lectures, videos,
stories of Ramadan,
exactly. And then,
beautiful things that happen in Ramadan. Yeah.
And then secondly, you incorporate all the fun, right? Special food, special events, right? During taraweeh, you can go play. You can
100%.
have a balance between praying and playing.
Yes, 100%.
Right?
You got it. So don't do just one or the other. Yeah. So alhamdulillah. Tayyib, may Allah accept from all of us. May Allah accept from all people who are watching. Give us the opportunity to make the best of Ramadan and to come out of Ramadan. People think about Ramadan, you come out of it, you have no sins. If you do Ramadan properly, you come out of it the way you were born. Even including major sins, you ask Allah for forgiveness and tawbah. You do tawbah, meaning you make an intention not to go back to those sins. Ramadan is finished, you have 0 sins. That's how beautiful Ramadan is.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a hadith that says whoever, in rough meaning, whoever comes out of Ramadan without having their sins forgiven, he is a loser.
There's too many hadith. That's one of them. That Ramadan comes and you don't get forgiven. There's a hadith that whoever fasts Ramadan with iman and with accountability, all their sins are forgiven. Whoever stands up in qiyam in Ramadan with iman, with belief and hoping for that reward, all their sins are forgiven. So definitely Ramadan is that opportunity. And for some lucky ones, Ramadan could be literally your ticket to Jannah. Because there's a hadith that 70,000 people will be expiated from hellfire. When you're expiated from hellfire, meaning you will never touch hellfire. You go straight to Jannah. So this Ramadan could be you got your ticket to Jannah. Right? How do you know you got your ticket to Jannah, that you're good after Ramadan? It's not like I'm good in Ramadan, I got my ticket, now I can go mess around. that's shaitan.
You
That's
built the
Ramadan.
habit, and you
Yes.
see a change.
Exactly. You see that,
in your
alhamdulillah,
life.
after Ramadan, look at me.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Look
And
at
to
me.
end
Allah look at me, not people look at me.
To
Yeah.
end. Oh, you wanna finish?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, growing up, right now, I've reached an age where I have so much more responsibility. I have to balance work, school, extracurriculars, volunteering, everything. And during Ramadan, compounding that with everything that is Ramadan specific.
Yeah.
What sort of advice do you have for me to balance everything?
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
have
yeah.
time for my ibadah and without sacrificing too much of my responsibilities.
Look, different people are different parts, different times in their lives. You're gonna be probably in like in exam mode almost. Yeah, March is gonna be.
Alhamdulillah, no.
No?
All midterms are before Ramadan. All finals
Okay,
are after Ramadan.
alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So depending on where you are, right? But try be very efficient. Just get rid of time wasting. I would just say start with that.
Time
Something
management.
simple. Get rid of time wasting, meaning video games, movies, anything that's a waste of time that has no benefit. Get rid of that in Ramadan. You'll see that you will have quite a bit of time, inshallah, for Quran, for learning more about Islam, for taraweeh, for all of those things.
Progressively before Ramadan starts, try to limit
Yeah,
those things. It's not something that you're gonna
exactly.
stop overnight.
Yes,
And that's
yes.
not a feasible
That's-
plan. You're gonna
good.
turn back to it 3 days later.
I like that. Yeah.
One more time.
So slow it down. Slow
Yeah.
it down. Yeah.
You guys.
All right.
That's a joke we play with our friend group. We'll redo it. I thought
No,
you
we
guys do it
don't.
to me.
It's
No, we don't, that's a lie.
too much Gen Z
Wallahi
stuff,
we
man.
do.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm lost. طيب.
So there's something that I've done for the last few Ramadans where I've used that as an opportunity to do a complete dopamine detox. So
Oh, yeah.
completely deactivating all social media accounts,
Mashallah.
deleting everything.
That's amazing. That's
Canceling
amazing.
Netflix subscription,
Wow.
everything.
Wow.
So like it's a perfect time because then you already in yourself don't have a lot of time.
That's
So
crazy.
in that little free time that you have, instead of spending
I need
it,
to give you one for those two.
Just
Man.
instead of spending
I'm telling
it,
you, guys, the cell phones, man, like mental health, physical health, all of that. If you can get rid of like cell phone swiping and social media and stuff,
Brain
just watch
scrolling.
me, but nothing else. Okay, get rid of Instagram, TikTok, just
Or beneficial content.
beneficial content. You know, that's what I meant, not just my content. Other
Yeah.
good content there too, right? If
Or just his content.
or
He has a
just
lot of
remove it.
videos.
Here I'm gonna
on
say
you-
it, man. I'm not gonna be selfish. Get rid of it altogether. Forget my content and everybody else's content. Just get rid of it altogether, right? If you can, that's even better, right? Because I know sometimes the good content comes some bad content. So if you have to, just delete those apps during Ramadan and focus.
And replace it with the dopamine activities, right? Your dopamine is being hit during those activities. Maybe
Yeah, yeah.
reading a book, taking cold
Yeah.
showers, taking,
reading
you know.
Quran instead of a book.
yeah.
It's something people
Yeah.
build up to, right? People are not going to start like 6 hours of scrolling, 6 hours of Quran.
Whatever,
right?
add different
But-
things. Have different things that
Yeah.
you can do. Ramadan, you can read book, read Quran, inshallah. Have discussions, go to halaqas. A lot of masajid will
Get
have
dressed.
different things. Yeah,
Wallahi, no.
inshallah.
Twist.
All right.
Please don't.
طيب, guys, this was amazing. Hopefully, people are benefiting from this conversation. Hopefully, people are in the Ramadan mode. And
Inshallah.
we'll see you guys, I guess, after Ramadan.
Next week.
Or during Ramadan, or whenever it
Inshallah.
is, inshallah. Cool. طيب. Guys, if you like the show, or you like our show, or even if you don't like it, I don't care. Subscribe, tag us, comment, give us thumbs up, give us whatever it is, all right? And then
What?
please check out Habib's Corner, especially the one in Misaga on Winston Churchill and Dundas.
Try.
That's where our other place is. We'll see you there. We'll maybe do a podcast during Suhoor. How about that? We'll do a
That's good.
podcast
Yeah.
during
You
Suhoor.
said it.
Yeah?
Try this
Oh
one too.
wow, these guys are getting
I'm good. I
halal
don't like
high
skin.
already.
Trust me.
Guys, let's finish up the show before you get halal high, okay? طيب, جزاكم khairan.
Our audience, he's on his seat right now. You guys can't see it.
He's waiting.
Wait.
This is actually his drink.
All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.